Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Valaverse Action Force exclusive Praetorian Fury. Now, I know I did a video on the white ones, but I love army building, and it's crazy because army green just really fits. Like, having these go up against aliens, predators, sending them into situations where they get used as bots, it is lovely. And I love mixing and matching the parts and things like that. I put out 3 because the other 2 I'm going to show some variation there later on when we talk about accessories and packing them up and adding things on. So let's get to it. Articulation wise, it is going to be the same as the others, but I just want to talk about how they look. I love the green paint. I'm going to check and see, I guess for photos later on tonight, to see if any of this green lights up in UV lighting to see what it looks like. But articulation wise, in case you are new or your first time here checking out a video, let's go over it. Our head articulation, we can move back. There's also an extra neck piece here to allow it to dip in. We can go up and we can go down. We can't really tilt left to right as much. We get a little bit of it. As far as our arms go, as you can hear, I can have parts here. We have a butterfly joint, and you have to be careful here. You get a little bit of adage here if you don't push it around right. Let me actually move some things up. But these shoulder pads are soft plastic. So that means when you want to get it in, lift up, because it's soft plastic, you shouldn't have too much of an issue getting up. As you can see, I popped the arm out, so it shouldn't be an issue, like I said. But I like the idea of that because that means part swapping, which I'm here for. So obviously I need to heat it up a little bit. It could be because I have the AC on in 90-degree weather and a little bit of buttermilk hair. But here we are with our bicep swivel. Here we are with our double joint. We have, I use a closed fist on this one, so they're on a horizontal joint. Our ab crunch, really nice topper ab crunch. I love the idea of it bowl swinging, and we get a little bit of wiggle left and right, but not so much as a deep forward one. Legs, we have the drop down ability. It doesn't seem like much here, but it's there. Let me actually try to, there we go. And as you can see, with the help of that, we actually can get higher than 90 degrees. We have a swivel here at the bottom. We also have a thigh swivel, clearly. And then we also have a beautiful double joint. That means when you want to do some Tai Chi, let's actually see if we can balance it out. We're gonna take it. Come on, let's see if we can do it. We got this, boys. We got it. Do we? We do. So a little bit of help of Wing Chun or Tai Chi, which is looking really weird for the robots, but I want to show you movement wise, we can get a little crazy. But I like the idea of army building around these because I love the fact that with the swarm, this is going to get a little crazy with the swarm because I like swapping those helmets at. There are a lot of ports here on the arms that allow for those energy shields, which we'll get to in a second. But as you can see here, if you like building stuff that is bat related or cyborg trope related, you're going to have a good time collecting all of these. I think I'm missing one. No, I don't know, but I'm gonna double check. But now let's jump to accessories. I'm gonna add these 2 to have different pack set on add-ons, and we'll get to it. All right, now I've equipped them with a half loadout, and that's because it's to show you on which side if you want to do something, right? So we're gonna get to that in a second. Let's first talk about that we do get a stand with the bad boys. Let's change our focus. Wham. So there you are with a nice stand. I like the clear green. We will also get an assault rifle. It has a removable magazine. Also, the Furies come with 3 extra magazines, just in case you decide you need that extra ammunition. Then we have a certain set of hands. Here we are with some open action hands for dual welding or holding your rifle with the secondary hand. We do have a set of trigger hands, which will definitely be used for the machine gun, the flamethrower, and the assault rifle. Then we have our item holding hands, in case you decide to serve up with anything else that you may need. Then we will also have things like blast effects, which I'm going to put into the machine gun in a second. And if you want to see what those look like, here we are with one of the machine guns. That's why I wanted to show one on each side. There's a placement for the ammunition feed as well as the exiting of the ammunition feed. And they give you, it's really cool. So that looks really nice. Then added with the extra effect, which I could not line up to save my life just now, which is crazy. That looks really nice. Next up, in case you don't know, first of all, dual wielding flamethrowers is crazy, especially if you've watched Ballerina. So here we are with our flamethrower. He has it over here. I'll get back to that, right? Next up, we will have, one of my favorite things. We will get force fields or energy shields, depending on how you want to call it. There are tiny peg holes in these because this is the smaller one. But I put the bullet effects, the ricochet effects, inside the larger one to showcase the defense of the shield. Now, that's why I left him like this, because there are portholes on the arms, so that way you can do it on the arms or the shoulders to protect oneself. There you have it for the shield. Just like with the previous ones, you get that nice little addition, right? So let's talk about these guys. Here we are with our flamethrower look. You will get the backpack. Like I said, I chose a half look. With our backpack here, we have the fuel line. It tabs in underneath the arm to hold on to extra storage and security. Then we have our flamethrower. Again, a hell of a flamethrower is crazy. Backpack here looking really cool. Lots of options here. Same can be said on our other side with our belt feed for ammunition, as well as the backpack here and the gun here. You will also get a sidearm, which you'll see right there. And as I've stated before, here are the extra magazines for your assault rifle. Oop, I knocked it down, that's my fault. But with all of that being said, I'm gonna compare it to the other ones as well as a bunch of other lines. Let's talk about it in a size comparison. All right, we're gonna jump into the size comparison. I'm going to compare the previous releases that we've gotten. So here is our white one. Let's actually fix those, so there we go. Here we are with our white one. Here we are with the black one. And I have my green one here, which was an exclusive. I believe it was Rhode Island Comic-Con. I could be wrong. But here we are with the clear green one, which I'm probably gonna use as my leader. I'm just gonna pop them in now. But yeah, I really like that I have a bunch of different colorways because I like doing stuff like that, which is always fun for me. Then I wanna show you a quick head sculpt. I swapped the head sculpt out with the one from the Swarm. So you can have like a Night Raiders kind of style. I love doing stuff like this, popping it out and having some fun. So I just wanted to showcase that real quick. Here we are with a Steel Brigade version 2, as well as the Swarm I just recently spoke about. Now you can see what we're getting into, colorway wise. Here we are with a G.I. Joe classified blowtorch. He was around, so I like. Also, I should probably review him as well too. I just haven't had time, but I want to get around to all the cool things. Here we are with a Monster Force figure. So we can see a bunch of different lines that I feel like can coexist pretty well. Next up, we have a Hasbro Spider-Man, or as my case, the Spooters Mans. Here we are with an SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Baron, right? Because Kamen Rider, in case you want to do some army building style shots. What can we do next? Oh, here we are with a Savage Crucible. I'm a sucker for the Lizard Man, bro. I'm sorry. Here we are. And this one's important to me because I love doing these two up against each other. I don't think I'll ever stop. Here we are with a NECA Predator. The Predator stuff is just fantastic for what I feel like is the Valaverse line, especially because a lot of the Dark Horse stories revolve around either military link stories or like hunter-gatherers, people who deal in that kind of stuff with. So that Weyland-Yutani connection is there for me. I would love that. Oh, my main man Ichigo. So here we are. And there you have it. So yeah, like I said, I have thoroughly been enjoying stuff. I like to talk about army builders. I like to do things like this. So I like to bring stuff like this to attention. But yeah, I mean, I'm also on my third or fourth colorway. So I just want to say thanks to everybody that's tuning in. I'm doing this for the photos. You already know that now. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you like it, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Thank you as always. So please, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.